So it's understood that we have a new month. But still, brothers and sisters, y'all believe it's Saturday. Give me proof. You see how I went in depth to prove to you that the Sabbath was on Thursday. You seen how much I did to prove to you? And that the answer I found couldn't been any other answer but Thursday? Prove to me, using scripture, how Saturday and not any other day is the seventh day. Because Thursday could be the seventh day. Thursday is the seventh day according to Enoch. According to Enoch and the scriptures, Thursday is the Sabbath. Now, you can either prove me wrong. You feel me? You can either prove me wrong, or you can prove to me how Saturday is the Sabbath. Yeah, you can say the seventh day, but that's not really telling me that it's Saturday. That's telling me that you believe in the Gregorian calendar. That's all that's telling me. And the scriptures didn't give us a Gregorian calendar to go by. So you're not going by scripture when you say Saturday is the Sabbath. You're going by a Gregorian calendar. To my understanding, you're going by the Gregorian calendar to find out the Sabbath that, and the Gregorian calendar probably wasn't even made then. So how can you go by the Gregorian calendar if it wasn't even made when the Most High told us to do the Sabbath? That might be a hard question for y'all to answer. And then it's like y'all not going into the book of Enoch, but the book of Enoch lets you know about the months, the years, the seasons, when they change, and all of that. Y'all not going into that either to find out if Saturday really is the Sabbath, or was y'all even thinking about that? Did anybody ask y'all to prove how Saturday was the Sabbath before me? I'm not the smartest, like I said, man, I'm not the smartest nail in the wall, but I know a little bit of something. You feel what I'm saying? And I know enough to ask. I know enough to ask and try to prove my point. And then also, because I don't believe the Saturday people are ever gonna. I don't believe the Saturday people are ever gonna prove that Saturday is the Sabbath. I don't think they're ever gonna prove that. I think it's impossible for them to prove that. So I think it's a lie. And then the lunar Sabbath. Their plans are that's so messed up. You feel what I'm saying? They say the Sabbath is 7 days after the new moon, not counting the new moon as one of the work days. If that was the case, if the new moon was the beginning of the month, they would have some extra days that's not accounted for. What do they do with those days? Do they work on them, or are they counted as Sabbaths? What would they do with those days? They're just days. I guess that's how they feel. They're just days in the month. You know, the new month come and you start over back from that. No, that's bogus. That's incorrect. That's incorrect. Every day is either a work day or a Sabbath, or a feast day of the Most High. These are how the days are. These are the days are. There's not just any days that's just days. You feel what I'm saying? That they're not accounted for. You feel what I'm saying? Because they saying that those days are not accounted for. And then some lunar people count the new moon as a work day, and that still messes it up. That still messes it up. And then I asked the lunar people, okay, show me the scripture where it says that the new moon is the beginning of the month. They can't show me that scripture. They can't find it. They can't find it. Saturday can't find Saturday as the Sabbath, and the lunar moon people, the new lunar Sabbath people, can't even prove that the new moon is the beginning of the month. So their whole doctrines, all these doctrines are doctrines of men, and they're all wrong. I came straight from the scripture with my doctrine. Prove me wrong. That's what I'm asking.